Hello and welcome to Fur, Fins, and Feathers. Today we have Kim Botelho of Swansea and her two charming little friends who have rabbits. Welcome everybody. It's good to see everybody.
Good to see you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
And tell us about the organization.
So we're members of 4-H, and the name of our club is Kits and Kids. And we have Shepard and Evelynn here today. Our club is mainly right now a rabbit club, but we will eventually be introducing goats. And we meet at my farm. Weather permitting, if it's cold or bad weather, we meet at Tractor Supply in their break room.
How many members do you have?
Right now we only have 4 members. We are looking for new members, so anyone interested in 4-H is more than welcome to contact me. Or just go on the 4-H website and you can find a club in the area to join. There's different clubs with different types of animals.
Evelynn, how are you today? Nice to meet you. Evelynn, tell me about your bunny.
Who is this?
Who is this?
Princess.
Princess. How old is Princess?
5.
She's 5. And what kind of a rabbit is she? What
Dutch.
breed? A Dutch rabbit? Can you tell me a little about Dutch rabbits? What have you learned about Dutch rabbits?
They like to eat carrots.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And what else does she like to do?
She likes running around.
And is she a smaller rabbit?
Mhm.
Okay. And how old is she?
5 months.
5 months.
So she's a baby.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Took us a little while to find this bunny for Evelynn because she was very specific that she wanted a Dutch and she wanted a girl. And actually, a American Rabbit Breeder judge raises these rabbits, so we had to wait till there was a little girl born so she could get her rabbit. So it took a little bit of time, but Evelynn patiently awaited, and in the meantime, she practiced with one of our rabbits that I have at my farm when we have 4-H meetings.
Wow, this is so interesting. Does she? Now you recently appeared at in Rehoboth at the fair.
Yeah, we were at Rehoboth Breed Expo, right?
What was
Evelynn?
that about? What was that all about?
Evelynn, what was the Rehoboth Breed Expo about? What did we do there?
Oh, Princess does not want to do this nowhere. Like, she's trying to, like, escape from my
You want me to
hands.
take her? All right. So what did we do at the Rehoboth Breed Expo? We showed your rabbit to people,
I
right?
don't remember no more.
You don't remember? So we did a petting zoo at the Rehoboth Breed Expo, and Evelynn came as one of my helpers. And she talked to a lot of people about her rabbit.
She's a lovely little rabbit. How do you take care of her? What do you do to keep her looking so beautiful?
Because we keep her out, because Mama keeps her outside all the time.
Yeah, you keep her outside and let her run around and get fresh air.
Mhm.
And what did we do at our last meeting with the rabbits? What did we do to their nails?
I need a little bit more water.
You need a sip of water? Okay. And we clipped the rabbit's nails, and Evelynn clipped the nails all by herself.
Wow. And she likes her water.
So I make sure, like, when the kids are in the club, they learn how to do these things on their own, clipping their own rabbit's nails. The younger they are, they're going to need some help, but they need to learn how to do it
She's
themselves.
almost safe from your hands.
She's okay.
Now, Shepard, how are you today?
Good.
You go to Brown School.
Yes.
And you're going into the 5th grade?
Yes.
Tell me about your rabbit.
He's a 2-year-old
Kim?
broken steel mini lop.
A what?
Broken steel.
Broken
mini-
steel is his color.
Broken
Mini
steel. Okay.
Mini Lop.
A mini lop. Talk about the mini lop.
They have like a rollback first, so it goes back, like not too fast, but not really slow either.
How many rabbits do you have?
This is my only one.
Does he require a lot of work?
Yes.
How do you take care of him?
Well, we play with him whenever he wants to. He always jumps up on the cage, so we always play with him through the cage if we can't take him out. And we also brush him a few times.
How often do you brush him?
Like when we have an event, this is something coming up that he's gonna be doing, we brush him.
Make sure he's in great coat condition, right?
Yes.
He's certainly a handsome boy.
He is. He's very good. When Shepard first started coming to the meetings, he was a little tough to flip him over because the kids have to flip their rabbits, but Shepard kept practicing, and now he's a pro at flipping his rabbit over. So he definitely has put a lot of time into his rabbit.
Oh, Princess.
Shepard, do you do his own grooming, his nails?
Yes.
Oh my God, what is
Wow.
Princess doing? I'll buy dresses for my rabbit.
So Shepard, tell me about how you feed him.
So we give him a few, usually one scoop a day-ish.
Yeah.
And then he eats it from a bowl.
Kim,
Okay.
So he gets a pellet.
And he has water
Yes.
and carrots.
We give him different fruits. Sometimes we give him cucumbers. It just depends what we have.
Does he like cucumbers?
Yes.
How do you take care of him with the veterinarian? Do you have to bring him to the vet?
We don't bring him we would bring him if he gets sick, but he's not sick. But at events that we go to when there are the doctors there, we do bring him to that.
So he's very healthy.
Yes.
And he's very, very... How old will he live to be?
So on average, I usually tell people that rabbits live 7 to 9 years, but there are plenty of rabbits who have made it up into their teens. Part of it's their care, part of it's genetics. You want to keep them at a healthy weight and whatnot. But on average, about 7 to 9 years.
How did you find this breed?
I wanted a rabbit, so we started checking, and I wanted one that looked like an Oreo because I wanted to name it Oreo, and we found this one, so we contacted the breeder and met them to get the rabbit.
So he is not a local rabbit.
No, he had this rabbit before he joined our club, so when kids join our club, I help them find rabbits if they don't have one, but if they already have one, they can, work with whatever rabbit that they have.
So talk about what your show, what the happens. You meet, how often do you meet?
We meet every other week. We meet bi-weekly right now. And for now, it's at the farm, like I said. In the wintertime, we'll meet at Tractor Supply. In the wintertime, it's not so much with the rabbits because it's not good if their rabbit lives outside to come inside. So we do different little projects with them in the wintertime. But in the summer, we're concentrating on teaching them how to flip their rabbits over.
What do you mean by flipping a rabbit?
Do you want to flip Princess to show us? Do you want me to help you? Do
I
you want to show him how you flip your rabbit? So the kids, when they do go to a show, they have to flip their rabbits over to show the judge different body parts of the rabbit.
Can I do it on the ground?
Well, you can do it on my lap if you want, because we can't really sit on the ground.
Wow.
So they flip. We teach the kids. We keep going over that because the rabbits, of course, are going to be wiggly at first. If the child's nervous, or the rabbit's going to get nervous. But they have to be able to show the rabbit's nose and its teeth and its eyes and go over its whole body when they present to the judge. So there's different shows in the area. We had a few local ones around here, and there's different shows you can travel to.
Have any of them won ribbons or anything?
So Shepard has gone to. He did the one at Tractor
Now there's
Supply.
little hair flying
And,
everywhere.
It was the summer
There's
kickoff.
hair flying everywhere.
And we also had a workshop at my house, a rabbit workshop. So Shepard's just getting into showing right now. Maybe next year he'll attend some fairs and stuff.
Oh,
We'll just
Kim,
start small
Kim,
and.
your hands on Princess.
That's okay.
And she's closing her eyes.
And does he like doing it, Shepard?
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
I think that the rabbits like it because they get lots of attention, so.
And they'll probably get some carrots too.
Oh, they get carrots, and Evelynn finds all kinds of dandelion leaves and stuff at my farm, and the kids like to come play with the goats and stuff. It's not just all, you know, about the rabbits. They
Kim.
definitely come and play with the
Kim,
goats
look.
and stuff too. So the younger the kids, obviously the attention span's shorter, so we have Shepard. He'll help us with the other kids, and I'll ask Shepard lots of questions because he's one of my kids who knows a lot of the answers because he's been doing it for a little bit now.
Put her right to your chest.
What's your favorite subject in school, Shepard? Is it science?
Science and math.
I can tell. Very
Kim, guess
good.
what?
Have you brought your rabbits to school?
No.
Not yet.
No.
But
That
this
would
is
be
very
fun if they allow it, right? Bring your rabbit to school day.
Yeah.
that would be fun.
So yeah, so being in 4-H,
Talk about 4-H.
it definitely. My daughter was in 4-H. She has aged out. She does help us with the meetings, but it gives the kids responsibilities. So I make little charts, especially for the younger kids, on helping taking care of the rabbits, because you know they don't have to do every task, but I want them to be taking care of the rabbit, not their parents to be taking care of the
Your
rabbit.
parrot?
So they need to help feed and clean and give water.
And I'm gonna get Princess's carrot.
In a minute, she can have her carrot. So, and Evelynn loves to give her rabbit lots of treats. But in 4-H, they can keep a project record where they learn about finances, how much they paid for their rabbit, if they breed their rabbit, and sell babies. You know, how much money they've made, and these records accumulate over years, and they can use those records if they want to try to apply to Bristol Aggie or even college, a job. It shows that they've had this responsibility for so long and that they're dedicated, you know, to something. And I think that's important for the kids to be dedicated to something.
Shepard, do you spend some time every day with your rabbit, like in grooming and brushing and things like that?
Not every day,
Kim,
but
this is
sometimes
kind
we do
This
like sit with him at the cage, like just open up the door to pet him, or we play with him and give him treats, even if we can't open up the cage door.
What time does he go to sleep at night?
Doesn't really. He falls asleep in like the middle of the day and then just plays like all night and all morning. He doesn't really fully sleep at night.
You
So
can
he's
hear him.
pretty active.
Yes.
Very, very good. So how can kids get more involved? And how can they learn about rabbits?
So, joining a 4-H club, number one, is a great thing to learn about rabbits. They'll learn about different breeds, care of rabbits.
How many different breeds are there?
There are, you're going to stump me up now, I think it's 49 recognized breeds of rabbits. There's people trying to pass different breeds of rabbits all the time. There's all different color varieties for the different breeds of rabbits. There's some breeds that are better with children than others, so usually I
Kim,
recommend
can I
certain
tell
breeds
you
for
now?
for
Kim, can I
different
tell you?
kids.
Shepard, how did you identify this breed?
So when we first got him, so
What were you? How did you zero in on finding the right breed?
we didn't really know like what kind of breed, but at the time we thought that Mini Lop meant it was gonna be a small size.
A lot of people do.
So we got a Mini Lop because we were like, okay, it's not gonna grow to be that big, and now he's really fluffy.
So there's a breed called a Holland Lop, which is actually smaller than the Mini Lop. So a lot of people do think, because the word mini, that it's going to be smaller. But it's a good sized rabbit.
Princess's so has a little bit of red.
No, it's fine.
So,
Can I tell you the twist now?
so how did you worked with mom and dad or whatever
Yeah.
to find out what breed was good?
Yes.
And did you go to like a dog or a cat show? Did you go to a rabbit show to look at rabbits?
No, so the breeder just had rabbits after a while, and the neighbor didn't want to like have the rabbits be sold there, so we couldn't go to a show or anything. So we just met up with them, and like some places next to a drive-through Dunkin' Donuts. That's where we got this rabbit from.
Okay, so
Sometimes breeders will want to meet in a public place rather than have someone go to their house to pick up a rabbit. It just can be like a safety thing. So
how much does a rabbit cost?
So rabbits can cost anywhere from $20 to hundreds of dollars. When you go to the big American Rabbit Breeders Association
That becomes
shows,
serious business.
They are. There are some breeders there who have excellent rabbits, and they've put lots of time and money into their rabbits, and they charge a lot of money for their offspring.
Yeah.
So depends on the breed, depends on the breeder. They come from other countries sometimes to show rabbits, so it costs them a lot of money to get there, you know. But it's a fun hobby for kids to be involved in, that's for sure.
Now, Shepard, do you have some other pets?
Yes.
What do you have?
I have a Havanese puppy, an Australian.
A Havanese
Yes.
puppy
Yes.
with lots of long fur.
Hair. We don't keep it long. So the hair isn't like long yet, since it's only like 7 to 8 months old. So it
It's a
has.
baby.
Yes.
What else do you have?
We have like a 13 or 14-year-old Australian cattle dog, and
Okay,
they
that's
shed a lot.
That a breeder that I'm very familiar with, yes.
And then we have 2 cats, but I don't know what kind of cat they are.
Mixed, probably.
Yeah. And then we have a turtle, an eastern box turtle that roams around our house.
Cool. Do they all get along?
For the most part, not the cats and the dogs. I mean,
I have a cat and a dog.
I mean
And the dog's name is Belly, and the cat name is Reginald.
the male cat, since we have like a male and a female, they were brother and sister. The male cat likes playing with our puppy, our Havanese puppy. The female one just doesn't enjoy it. Thinks it was a terrible idea, probably.
But how do the other animals get along with your rabbit?
Well, our eastern box turtle is so small, and it always likes to go right next to the cage, so they get along. And then my puppy likes to try to get inside the cage, so it's like a friendship, but Oreo isn't that fond of it. And then and our big dog sometimes doesn't really do much, just stands there.
Yeah, it is possible. That's a concern some parents have. They think they can't have a rabbit and a dog. A cat and a rabbit. There's ways you can do it. So one of my dogs, my female dog, doesn't necessarily like rabbits either, but you just take precautions and you make sure you keep them separate, right? Make sure the rabbit's well taken care of.
So, as we're coming to almost to an end.
Yeah.
Tell us about how people can get involved and meet you.
So you can go to mass4h.org, or they can contact me. They can put my contact info up. It's kbotelho970@gmail.com is my email. They can email
And
me.
we'll put that up on the
Yeah,
screen.
if they're interested in joining 4-H, they can email me, or they can email the Mass 4-H. Just Google Mass 4-H, it will come up, and they'll show you a club in your area, what types of clubs they are, because there's cow clubs, goat clubs, rabbit clubs, all different livestock clubs.
But there is a need for 4-H to expand.
Definitely a need for 4-H. The numbers are a little low right now. You only need 3 families and 5 members to start your own club. If somebody wants to start their own club, I'm more than willing to help them do that. Yep, good job flipping her.
Wow.
See how nice and calm she is because you're practicing, right? Good job.
I didn't practice.
How often does the club meet?
So we meet twice a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, we meet twice a month, every other week. We meet on Wednesdays.
At night?
At night, yep. We meet around 5:30. So it used to be Thursdays, but we've switched to Wednesdays. So.
Doing that. princess really likes.
Okay,
So
we're
it's
getting ready.
Yeah, it's an hour-long meeting, and the kids get to run around and play too sometimes, right?
Well, I want to thank everybody for coming today. We've really enjoyed meeting these beautiful rabbits and their guests, and we'll look forward to seeing you on Fur, Fins, and Feathers the next time. Thank you.